So yeah, with this, we move on to the next session. Now, having spoken about the rich learning experiences, the assessments, how they could be organized, it is important when another dimension is around how do the digital credentials work once the assessment is complete, and for the purposes of lifelong learning. So here to talk about it a little more, over to you, Krishna. Your slides are visible, Krishna.
Thanks, Ali.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are credentials, right? So, credentials are nothing but an acknowledgement of user's achievement. It could be user receiving a certificate after completing a course, or user receiving a certificate after displaying mastery in certain competencies. And hence, credentials hold a very special place in a user's learning journey, right? And credentials, yeah, and also credentials enable users to maintain their learning history, right? So what happens over here is, if you recollect your typical passbook that you have, right, a typical bank passbook, where every transaction is recorded, and you know when a certain transaction happened and what was the amount detected, and etc., right? So similarly, this passbook that I'm referring to is a learning passbook. The difference is that this is a digital passbook, and it encapsulates all your learnings in a single place, right? And the biggest advantage of this is that because I as a user have all my learnings in a single place, I can choose my learning paths, right? Let's say, for example, if I know that I've completed a basic course in machine learning as per my learning history, I can choose to do an advanced course. And similarly, the system can also recommend personalized learning paths because the system also has access to your learning history. And the third important aspect over here is it becomes so super easy for users to share and prove their competencies. So if you recollect, all of us, or most of us over here, are used to carrying a plastic file with all of our certificates whenever we have this situation, right? So now with the single with the credentials infra, you can actually replace all of these things in your mobile app, right? So that's the power of the credentials infra. So the credentials on Sunbirds are digitally signed, and every certificate that is issued on Sunbird has a unique QR code. So the advantage of having this unique QR code is that when you scan the QR code, it tells you who received the certificate and for what purpose. It enables instant verification and creates the trust factor around the certificates. And users can configure the criteria for issuing the certificate. Someone will say that I would like to issue certificates to everyone who completed the course, whereas a different use case would say that I would want to issue certificates only to users who have scored more than 80% or more in the course assessment, right? So these kind of criteria can be configured, and all the certificates are machine readable. What it means is that the credentials that are issued by Sunbird are portable on different platforms. For example, uh, you can extend the code to make Sunbird credentials available on a platform like DigiLocker. And finally, all of these certificates users can view at any point of time, download them, print them, and use it for their use cases. So now, while we are talking about this credentials infra, you probably would have gotten an impression that we're talking about issuing certificates to individuals and only learning related use cases. But that's not the case. The infra can be used to recognize and reward any entities on the Sunbird platform. Now, this entity could be a district, a school, hospital, training institution, any entity that is registered on Sunbird. Certificates can be system driven and fully automated. Like, for instance, someone setting the criteria that I want to automatically issue certificates to everyone who completes the course. That is system driven and automated. Or the second thing could be human driven and manual. For example, if the central ministry decides to award the top 10 districts, top 10 clean districts in the nation, there can be a separate panel of experts who would do the evaluation of all the districts on various parameters offline and come up with a final list of the 10 districts and use Sunbird to manually issue the certificates or credentials. Right? So while we're talking about this various gamut of capabilities that are empowered by the infra, you can also think about what potential use cases that these digital certificates can trigger, right? You can think about verification of vaccinations, right? You can also think about verifications of skills and degrees for the sake of employment, because instant verification triggers a very powerful use case in that domain. Or you can probably look at running accreditations for institutions, right? So to sum it up, the credentials infra on Sunbird allows you to issue certificates to individuals or entities or both of them, either manually or in a completely automated manner based on a certain evaluation criteria. Right. Back to you, Salil.
Yes, thank you, Krishna. I think again a very powerful and unique capability of Sunbird on digital credentials and certificates. If I can just pull in Kamesh for a question that has come through. So Kamesh, you mentioned about Vidyadan. Is it possible for an adopter to use Vidyadan for the purposes of skilling their own employees? And usually, what kind of organizations can come forward for this contribution? And from our experience, how long, how much time and effort does it take for such an exercise?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if, for example, let's say a department like agriculture wants to, have a skill development for their employees, right? They can definitely create a similar program. You can even call it a Skilldan, right? Where probably the organizations can be, again, quite varied. Like it could be, for example, universities, let's say, who have the unique skill set of certain items, they can contribute. Or it could be, private organizations which already have a relevant content for them, they can actually come in. You can even think of a broader use cases where you want to get even the skills of training to be contributed by certain organizations, and they come in and they actually provide training using the platform. So you can imagine based on your use cases, and for this Vidyadan, which is done by the CBSE and NCERT, this whole process took around 3 months for them to conceptualize their needs, define what they want, and get the content across. It was content coming from even individuals like teachers, right, who are quite skilled. They have contributed, and the reviewing and finally publishing this entire kind of took around 3 months.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Kamesh. Krishna, question for you has come through on digital certificates. Is it possible for individuals to, sort of link this or port this to LinkedIn? Second, is this verifiable? Can this be done in real time? And are these certificates or can these certificates be linked to DigiLocker?
Yeah. So I think the first point and the third point are the same, where are these certificates portable across other digital platforms, right? So as I said, the crucial aspect of the certificates that are generated are that they're machine readable, meaning that they can easily be extended to be made available on any other platforms such as DigiLocker or even LinkedIn for that sake, right? And then the question around instant verification, yes. So you scan the QR code and you get an instant response saying that this certificate is awarded to, let's say, Krishna for completing his mastery in certain skills, right? So that tackles the the fraudulent use cases that we see a lot in the skills and all these areas in India especially, right? Where although you can tamper the certificate, but the QR code is unique. And that provides a very strong layer of trust factor around the certificates that are generated using the Sunbird infra.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. And again, very unique and important capabilities as we think of looking at human capacity development at scale and addressing the diversity.